I've been to the zoo. I said I've been to the zoo. Hey, mister, I've been to the zoo.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me?
I went to the zoo and then I walked until I came here. Have I been walking north?
North? Why, I think so.
Is that Fifth Avenue right there?
Why, yes, it is.
And then what's that cross street there to the right?
Oh, that's 74th Street.
And the zoo is around 65th Street, so I've been walking north.
It would seem so.
Good old north. But not due north.
No, not due north.
No.
But we call it north. It's northerly.
Well, you're not going to get lung cancer, are you?
No, sir, not from this.
No, sir. What you'll probably get is cancer of the mouth. And then you'll have to wear one of those things Freud wore when he took one whole side of his jaw away. What do they call those things?
Prosthesis?
The very thing, a prosthesis. Wow, you're an educated man. Are you a doctor?
No. I read it somewhere, a Time magazine, I think.
Well, Time magazine isn't for blockheads.
No, I suppose not.
Boy, I'm glad that's Fifth Avenue there.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't care for the west side of the park very much.
Oh? Why?
I don't know.
Oh.
Hey, do you mind if we talk?
Well, no.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, really, I don't mind at all.
You do, yes, you do.
No, I don't mind at all. Really.
It's a nice day.
Yes. Yes, it's lovely.
And I've been to the zoo.
I think you said so, didn't you?
I bet you have TV, huh?
Why, yes, we have two. One for the children.
Oh, you're married.
Why, certainly.
It's not a law, for God's sakes.
No, of course not.
And you have a wife.
Yes.
And you have children.
Yes, two.
Oh, boys?
No, girls. Both girls.
But you wanted boys.
Well, naturally, every man wants a son, but
But that's the way the cookie crumbles.
I wasn't going to say that.
You know how I knew that? I may have known because of the way that you cross your legs, or maybe something in your voice. Maybe I'm just guessing. Is it your wife?
That's none of your business. Do you understand?
All right. But you'll have no more children.
No. No more.
That is the way the cookie crumbles.
Yes, I guess so.
Do you mind if I ask you questions?
No, not really.
I'll tell you why I do it. I don't talk to many people, you know, other than to say, give me a beer, or where's the John, or what time does the feature go on, or keep your hands to yourself, buddy, you know, things like that.
I must say, I don't.
But every now and then, I like to talk to someone, you know, really talk, get to know them, know all about them.
And am I to be your guinea pig for today?
Well, on a sun-drenched Sunday like this, who better to talk to than a nice married man with 2 daughters and a dog? 2 dogs. No dogs? Oh, that is a shame. You look like an animal man. Cats? Oh, cats. Well, certainly that couldn't have been your idea. Your wife and daughters. Is there anything else I should know?
There are 2 parakeets, one for each of my daughters.
Birds.
My daughters keep them in a cage in their bedroom.
Do they carry disease, the birds?
Don't believe so.
Oh, it's too bad. If they did, you could let them loose in the house and the cats could eat them and die maybe. So what do you do to maintain your enormous household?
I have an executive position in a small publishing house. We publish textbooks.
Wow, that sounds nice. Very nice. And what do you make?
Oh, now look here.
Oh, come on.
I make around $200,000 a year, but I never carry any more than $40 with me at any one time in case you're a hold-up man.
And where do you live? Oh, no, I'm not going to rob you or kidnap your daughters or your cats or your parakeets.
I live between Lexington and 3rd Avenue on 74th Street.
It wasn't so hard, was it?
Well, I didn't mean to seem so, but it's just that you don't really carry on a conversation. You just ask questions, and I'm normally reticent. Why do you just stand there?
Oh, in a while I'll walk around. Maybe in a bit I'll sit. Hey, say, tell me, what's the dividing line between the upper middle class and the lower upper middle class?
Oh, my dear fellow.
Don't my dear fellow me.
Was I being patronizing? Well, I believe I was. I'm sorry. But it's just that your question about the classes bewildered me.
And when you're bewildered, you become patronizing?
I don't really express myself well sometimes. I'm in publishing, not writing.
So be it. Truth is, I was the one being patronizing.
No, now you needn't say that.
Okay. Who are some of your favorite writers? Baudelaire? Stephen King?
Well, I like a great many writers. I possess a certain catholicity of taste, if I may say so. Oh, now both of those men are fine, each in his own way. Well, Baudelaire is the finer of the two, but Stephen King has his place in our national...
Yeah, skip it.
Sorry.
So do you want to know what I did before I went to the zoo? I walked all the way up Fifth Avenue from Washington Square. All the way.
Oh, so you live in Greenwich Village?
No, I don't. No, I took the subway down to the village so I could walk all the way up Fifth Avenue to the zoo. It's a thing a person has to do. You know, sometimes it's necessary to go a long distance out of the way to come back a short distance correctly.
Oh, I thought you lived in Greenwich Village.
What are you trying to do? Make sense of things? Bring order? The old pigeonhole bit? Nah, that's easy. I'll tell you. I live in a 4-story rooming house on the west side between Columbus Avenue and Central Park West. Now, I live on the top floor, rear west. It's a laughably small room, and one of my walls is made of beaver board. Now, that beaver board wall, it separates my room from another laughably small room, so I assume at one time the two rooms were once one room. You know, still small, but not necessarily laughable. Now, in the room just beyond my beaver board wall lives a black queen who always has his door open. Well, not always, but always when he plucks his eyebrows, which he does with a Buddhist concentration. Now, this black queen has rotten teeth, which is pretty rare. And he has a Japanese kimono, which is also pretty rare. And he wears his kimono to and from the John in the hall, which is pretty frequently. I mean, this guy goes to the John a lot. Now, he never bothers me or brings anybody to his room. He just plucks his eyebrows, wears his kimono, and goes to the John. Now, there's 2 front rooms on my floor. They're larger, I guess, but still pretty small. And a Puerto Rican family lives in one of them. A husband, a wife, some kids, I don't know how many. And these people entertain a lot. The other front room is occupied as well, but I don't know by who. I've never seen who. Never. Never, ever.
But why do you live there?
I don't know.
Doesn't sound like a very nice place where you live.
Well, no, I mean, it's not an apartment in the East 70s, but then again, I don't have a wife, 2 daughters, 2 cats, and 2 parakeets. But what I do have are some toilet articles, 8 or 9 books, a plate. I've got a can opener, the kind that works with a key, a strong box without a lock. I've got a fork, a knife, one small, one large. I've got 2 picture frames, both empty, a pack of pornographic playing cards, a regular deck. Oh, and as I said, a small strong box without a lock, which has in it, what? Rocks. Some rocks. Sea-rounded rocks I found on the beach as a kid, under which, way down, are some letters. Some please letters. Please won't you do this, please won't you do that letters. And some when letters. When will you write? When will you come? When? Those letters are for more recent years.
About those 2 empty picture frames.
I don't see why they need any more explanation. Isn't it clear? I don't have any pictures of anyone to put in them.
Your parents, perhaps, a girlfriend.
Oh, you are a sweet man. And you possess an enviable innocence, but no. Good old mom and good old pop are dead now, you know? Oh, I'm broken up about it, I am, but that particular vaudeville act is playing the cloud circuit now, so I don't see how I could look at them all nice and framed. Besides, to be pointed about it, good old mom walked out on good old pop when I was 10 and a half years old. She embarked on an adulterous turn of the southern states, a journey of a year's duration. And her constant companion, among many others, was a Mr. Barleycorn. At least that's what good old Pop told us when he came back, brought her body north. You see, we got news between Christmas and New Year's that good old mom had parted with the ghost in some dump in Alabama. And without the ghost, she was less welcome. I mean, what was she? A stiff. A northern stiff. At any rate, good old Pop celebrated the new year for an even 2 weeks and then slapped in front of a somewhat moving omnibus, and that pretty much cleaned us out family-wise. Oh, no. There was my mom's sister. She was given neither to sin nor the consolations of the bottle. I moved in with her, and my memory of her is slight, excepting that I remember she did everything dourly. Eating, working, sleeping, praying. She dropped dead on the stairs of her apartment, my apartment at that time too, on the afternoon of my high school graduation. A cruel Middle European joke, if you ask me.
Oh my.
Oh, you're what? But that was a long time ago, and I have very few feelings of it that I care to admit to myself. But perhaps you can see why good old mom and good old pop are frameless. I'm sorry, your name, your first name?
I'm Peter.
I forgot to ask. I'm Jerry.
Hello, Jerry.
Now, what else? What's the point of having a girl's picture, especially in 2 frames? I had 2 picture frames, you remember. I very rarely get to see the pretty little ladies more than once, and most of them wouldn't be caught dead in a room with a camera. It's odd. And I wonder if it's sad.
The girls?
No, I wonder if it's sad that I never see the little ladies more than once. Never been able to have sex with, how's it put? Make love to anyone more than once. Once. That's it. No, there was 11 days when I was 15, and I do hold my head in shame that puberty was late, that I was a homosexual. I mean, I was queer, with bells ringing and banners snapping in the wind. And for those 11 days, I met at least twice a day with the park superintendent's son, a Greek boy whose birthday was the same as mine, except he was a year older. And I do believe I was very much in love. Maybe just with the sex. But that's the jazz of a very special hotel, isn't it? But now, oh, how I love the ladies. I do. I love them. For about an hour.
Well, it seems simple to me. You just haven't
Oh, no,
met
whoa.
the right...
Are you going to tell me to get married and have parakeets?
Forget about the parakeets. Stay single if you want to. It's no business of mine. Now, I didn't start this conversation.
All right. I'm sorry, all right? You're not angry.
No, I'm not angry.
Good. You know, it's funny that you asked me about the picture frames. I would have thought you would have asked me about the pornographic playing cards.
Oh, I've seen those cards.
That's not the point. I suppose when you were younger, you and your pals would pass them around, or maybe you had a pack of your own.
Well, I guess most of us did.
And you got rid of them just before you got married.
Now, look here. I didn't need that kind of thing when I got older.
No?
I'd rather not talk about these things.
So don't. I wasn't trying to plumb into your post-adolescent sexual life or hard times. What I was trying to get to is the value difference between pornographic playing cards when you're young and pornographic playing cards when you're older. You see, it's when you're young, you use the cards as a substitute for real experience, and when you're older, you use the real experience as a substitute for the fantasy. But I suppose you'd rather hear what happened at the zoo.
Oh, yes, the zoo, that is...
Yeah, let me tell you why I went. Let me tell you a few things. I've already told you about the 4-story rooming house where I live. The rooms get better as you go down floor by floor. I guess they do. I don't know. And I don't know anybody that lives on the 2nd or the 3rd floor. No, that's not true. No, there is a lady who lives on the 2nd floor in the front, and I know this because she cries all the time. Anytime I come in or go out or walk by her front door, I hear her crying. Muffled, but very determined. Very determined indeed. Now, what I was going to tell you, and all about the dog, is the landlady. Now, I don't like to use words that are too harsh when describing someone. I don't like to, but this landlady is a fat, ugly, mean, stupid, unwashed, misanthropic, cheap, drunken bag of garbage. Now, you probably noticed I don't use profanity very often, so I didn't describe her as well as I could.
You describe her vividly.
Oh, well, thank you. Anyway, she has this dog, and she and the dog are the guardians of the dwelling. Now, the woman is bad enough, right? She always spies on me and makes sure I don't bring in things or people. And if she's had her afternoon pint of lemon-flavored gin, she always stops me in the hall and grabs my arm or my coat and presses her disgusting body against mine and holds me in the corner so she can talk to me. And Peter, the smell of her body and her breath, you just can't imagine it. And then somewhere in the back of that pea-sized brain of hers, an organ developed, just enough to allow her to eat, drink, and emit. She has this foul parody of sexual desire, and I, Peter, am the object of her sweaty lust.
That's disgusting. That's horrible.
Yeah, I know, but I figured out a way to keep her off. See, whenever she stops me in the hall and presses her body against mine and starts mumbling about her room and how I should come there, I merely say, but love, wasn't yesterday enough? And the day before? And then she puzzles, makes slits of her tiny eyes and sways a little. And it's at that moment that I think I might be doing something good in this tormented home. She giggles and groans as she thinks about yesterday and the day before, and believes and relives what never happened. And then she gestures to that monster of a dog of hers. They go back to her room, and I am safe until our next meeting.
It's so... I find it hard to believe that people such as this really are.
Yeah, it's for reading about, isn't it? And you were right, Peter. Fact is better left to fiction. Anyway, I was going to tell you about the dog, and I shall
yes,
now.
The dog.
Oh, Peter, wait, you're not thinking about leaving?
No, not really.
Okay, good. Good. Because after I tell you about the dog, you know what then? Then I'm going to tell you what happened at the zoo.
Oh, you're full of stories, aren't you?
You don't have to listen. Nobody's keeping you here, remember that.
I know that.
You do.
Yes.
Good. The story of Jerry and the dog. Now, what I'm going to tell you has to do with how sometimes it's necessary to go a long distance out of the way to come back a short distance correctly. Or maybe I just think it has to do with that, but it's the reason that I went to the zoo and then walked northerly, until I came here. Okay, the dog, I think I told you, is a black monster of a beast. Oversized head, tiny, tiny ears and eyes, bloodshot, infected maybe, and a body you can see the ribs through the skin. Now, the dog is black, all black. Well, all black, except for the bloodshot eyes. Oh, and the open sore on his right forepaw. That's red too. This poor monster, and I do believe it is an older dog, certainly a misused one, always seems to have an erection of sorts. That's red too. Oh, what else? Oh, yeah, there's a yellow, white, gray color when he bares his fangs like this. Which he did the first time he saw me the day I moved in. Now, I worried about that dog from the very beginning. Now, see, animals don't take to me like St. Peter with birds hanging over him all the time. What I mean is animals are indifferent to me. Like people. Most of the time. But this dog was not indifferent. From the very start, he would snarl and then try to get my pant leg. Not that he was rabid or anything like that. He was a pretty stumbly dog. But he wasn't half-assed either. It was a good stumbly run, but I always managed to get away. Oh, he did get my pant leg. See, right here, where it's mended? He got that the second day I lived there. But I managed to shake free and get away, so that was that. To this day, I still don't know how the other roomers manage it. But you know what I think? I think it only had to do with me. Cozy. Anyway, this went on for a little over a week. Anytime I came in, but never when I went out. That's funny. Or it was funny. I mean, I could have packed up my stuff and moved down to the street for all the dog cared. So one day, up in my room, I thought about it. I made up my mind. I decided. At first, I'll kill the dog with kindness. And if that doesn't work, I'll just kill him. Now, don't react, Peter. Just listen. So the next day, I went out and I bought a bag of hamburgers. Medium rare, no ketchup, no pickles. And on the way home, I threw the rolls away, just kept the meat. So I got back to the rooming house, and the dog was there. So I half opened the door to the entrance hall, and there he was. It figures. So I walked in tentatively, and I had the bag of hamburgers, you remember. So I took the hamburgers, I set them down on the ground, about 12 feet from where the dog was snarling at me, like so. He snarled, sniffed a little bit, moved slowly, then faster and faster toward the meat, but when he got there, he stopped. He looked at me. I smiled, cautiously, of course. He turned his face back down toward the meat, sniffed a little more, and then, like that. He tore into it. It was like he had never eaten anything in his life except maybe garbage. which may have been the truth. I don't think the landlady eats anything but garbage. So he ate the hamburger almost all at once and made a sound in the back of his throat like a woman. And after he got done eating the meat and trying to eat the paper too, he just sat there and smiled. I think he smiled. I know cats do. It was a very gratifying few moments. And then, bam, he came at me. But I managed to get away and got back up to my room, laid on my bed, and I started to think about the dog again. Truth be told, I was offended. And I was damn mad too. I mean, that was 6 perfectly good hamburgers without enough pork in them to make them disgusting. I was offended. But after a while, I decided I would try it again for a few more days. After all, the dog had what amounted to an antipathy toward me, really. So I tried it again for the next 5 days, but it was always the same thing. Sniff, snarl, move faster, stare, gobble, rah, smile, snarl, bam. By this time, Columbus Avenue was strewn with hamburger rolls, and I was feeling less disgusted than offended, so I decided to kill him. Don't look so alarmed, Peter. I did not succeed. So on the day I tried to kill him, I ordered 1 hamburger and what I thought was a murderous portion of rat poison. Now, when I ordered the meat, I told the man, I said, don't worry about the rolls, I only want the hamburger. I expected some kind of a reaction, like, we don't serve hamburgers without the rolls, or what are you going to do, eat it out of your hand? But no, he smiled benignly, wrapped the meat in waxed paper, and said, a bite for your pussycat? I wanted to say, no, not really. It's part of a plan I have to poison a dog I know. But you can't really say a dog I know without sounding silly. So I said, maybe too loudly, certainly too formally, yep, a bite for my pussycat. People looked up. That always happens when I try to simplify things. People look up. But that's neither hither nor thither. So on the way back to the rooming house, I needed the hamburger and the rat poison between my 2 hands. And by this time I was feeling just as much sadness as disgust. Got back to the rooming house, and the dog was there, waiting to take the offering and then jump me. Poor monster never did learn that the moment that he took to smile before coming at me gave me the time I needed to get out of range. But there he was. Malevolence with an erection. Just waiting. So, I put the poison patty down on the floor. I backed up toward the stairs, and I watched. The dog gobbled down the food as usual, sat there, smiled, which made me almost sick. And then, bam, he came at me again, but I got away as usual, and the dog didn't get me as usual. And it came to pass that the dog was deathly ill. I know this because he no longer addressed me, and the landlady sobered up. On the evening of the attempted murder, she cornered me in the hall and confided in me that God had delivered her little puppy a surely fatal blow. She forgot all about her bewildered lust. Her eyes were open wide for the first time. They looked like the dog's eyes. She sniveled and implored me to pray for the dog. I wanted to say, look, madam, I have myself to pray for, and the Black Queen, and the Puerto Rican family, and people who live in rooming houses all over the world, and besides, I really don't know how to pray. But to simplify things, I told her I would pray. She looked at me, called me a liar, and said I probably wanted her dog to die. I told her, and there's so much truth here, Peter, I told her that I didn't want the dog to die. I didn't. And not because I had poisoned it. I'm afraid I must tell you that I didn't want the dog to die because I wanted to see what our new relationship would come to. It's very important, Peter. We have to understand the effect of our actions. Anyway, the dog got better. I don't know why, unless he's a descendant of one of the puppies that guards the gates of hell or some such resort. I'm not up on my mythology. Are you? Yeah. Well, at any rate, and you missed the $8,000 question, Peter. At any rate, the landlady recovered her health, in no way altered by the Bow Wow's deliverance. And when I got home from a movie that I was seeing on 42nd Street, one that I had seen before, or one very much like one I had seen before, I really wanted the dog to be there. I was, how would you put it? Enticed? Fascinated? No, I don't think so. Heart-shatteringly anxious. That's it. I was heart-shatteringly anxious to confront my dog friend again. Yes, Peter. Friend. It's the only way to describe it. I was heart-shatteringly, etc., to confront my doggy friend again. So, I entered the rooming house, and I advanced, unafraid, to the center of the entrance hall, and the dog was there. And you know, he looked better for his scrape with the Nevermind. I looked at him. He looked at me. And you know, I think we stayed a long time that way. Still. Stone statue. Just looking at each other. Now, I looked into the dog's face longer than he looked into mine. What I mean is I could concentrate longer looking into a dog's face than he could look into mine, or anybody else's for that matter. But for the 20 seconds or the 2 hours that we stood there staring at each other, we made contact. Now, here's what I wanted to happen. I love the dog now. And I wanted him to love me. I had tried to love. I had tried to kill, and both were unsuccessful by themselves. And I hope that, I don't know why I expected him to understand anything, much less my motivations, but I really hoped the dog would understand. You see, if you can't deal with people, you have to start somewhere. With animals. Don't you see? A person has to be able to deal with something. With a bed. With a cockroach. With a mirror. No, that's too hard. That's one of the final steps. With a cockroach, with a carpet, with a roll of toilet paper. No, not that either. That's a mirror too. Always check bleeding. But you see how hard it is to find things. With a street corner. With a wisp of smoke. A wisp of smoke. With pornographic playing cards. With a strongbox without a lock. With love, with vomiting, with fury, because the pretty little ladies aren't pretty little ladies. With making money with your body, which is an act of love, and I can prove that. With howling because you're alive. With God. With God, who is a black queen who plucks his eyebrows and wears a kimono. Who's a woman who cries with determination behind closed doors. With God. Who I'm told turned his back on the whole thing a long time ago. Someday with people. People. With a concept. With an idea. And wherever better in this humiliating excuse for a jail. Wherever better to communicate a single, simple-minded idea than in an entrance hall. Where? it would be a start. The start of a beginning. To understand and quite possibly be understood. The beginning of an understanding than with a dog. Just that. A dog. Seemed like a pretty sensible idea to me. A man is a dog's best friend, remember. So, I looked at the dog and he looked at me. I longer than the dog. And what I saw has remained the same. Whenever the dog and I see each other, we regard each other with a mixture of sadness and suspicion. And then we feign indifference. We pass each other safely. We have an understanding. It's very sad, but you have to admit it is an understanding. We had made many attempts to connect, and we had failed. So the dog returns to garbage, and I return to solitary and free passage. Well, I have not returned. What I mean is I have gained solitary free passage, if such further loss can be called a gain. I have learned that kindness nor cruelty by themselves, independent of each other, cause no effect beyond themselves. And I have learned that the two together, at the same time, are the teaching emotions. And what is gained is loss. And what has been the result? The dog and I have attained a compromise. More of a bargain, really. We do not try to love. We do not try to hate. Because we do not try to reach each other. And was my trying to feed the dog an act of love? And was his trying to bite me not an act of love? And if we can so misunderstand, then why have we invented the word love in the first place? The story of Jerry and the dog. The end. Well, Peter? Well, Peter? Hey, do you think I could sell my story to Reader's Digest and make a couple $100 for the most unforgettable character I've ever met? Come on, Peter, tell me what you think.
I don't understand. I don't think... Why did you tell me all of this?
Why not?
I don't understand.
That is a lie.
No, it's not.
I went slowly. I explained as I went along. It all has to do with
I don't want to hear anymore. I don't understand you, your landlady, or her dog.
Her dog? I thought it... No, you're right. You're right, it is her dog. I don't know what I was thinking. Of course you don't understand. I don't live on your block. I'm not married to two parakeets or whatever your setup is. I'm a permanent transient whose home is a sickening rooming house on the west side of New York City, which is the greatest city in the world, amen. And I'm here and I'm not leaving.
Well, you may not be, but I must be getting home soon.
No, stay a little longer.
No, I really should get home, you see.
Come on.
No. Don't do that. Stop.
Come on.
I know. I must get home because the parakeets will be preparing dinner and the cats will be setting the table and
Peter.
What?
Listen now.
Oh, what is it, Jerry? Oh, my.
Do you want to hear what happened at the zoo?
Well, I had my own zoo there for a while. Well, with the parakeets and the
Yeah, it was very funny, Peter. I wouldn't have expected it. But do you want to hear what happened at the zoo or not?
Oh, yes, by all means. Tell me what happened at the zoo.
All right.
Oh, my. I don't know what happened to me.
All right, I shall now let you in on what happened at the zoo. But first, I should tell you why I went to the zoo. I went to the zoo to find out more about how animals exist with people and how animals exist with each other and with people too, but it probably wasn't a fair test. You know, what with everybody separated by bars from everyone else and the animals for the most part from each other, and of course always the people from the animals, but you know, if it's a zoo, that's the way it is, right?
Yeah.
Move over.
Oh, I'm sorry. Haven't you enough room?
All right, so the people are there, and the animals are there, and it's a Sunday, so the children are there. Move over.
All right.
And it's a hot day, so the stench is there, and the ice cream sellers and the balloon sellers, and the birds are screaming, the seals are barking, and would you move over?
And now look here, you have more than enough room.
And I'm there, and it's feeding time at one of the lion houses. So the lion keeper comes into the lion cage to feed one of the lions. Move over.
I can't move over anymore. Stop hitting me. What's the matter with you?
Do you want to hear the story or not?
Well, I'm not so sure. I certainly don't want to be punched in the arm.
What, like that?
Stop it. What's the matter with you?
I'm crazy, you bastard.
That isn't funny.
All right, look, Peter. I want this bench. Now, you go sit on that bench over there, and if you're good, I'll tell you the rest of the story.
But whatever for? What is the matter with you? Besides, I see no reason why I should give up this bench. I come here almost every Sunday in good weather. It's secluded here, and there's never anyone sitting here, so I have it all to myself.
Yeah, I want the bench, Peter. Get off it.
No.
I said I want this bench, and I'm going to have it.
Well, people can't have everything they want. But it's a rule. You should know that. People can have some of the things they want, but they can't have everything.
You're an imbecile. You're slow-witted.
Now stop that.
You're a vegetable. Go lay on the ground.
Now, you listen to me. I put up with you all afternoon.
Not really.
Long enough. I put up with you long enough. I listened to you because I thought you wanted to talk to somebody.
You know, you put things well economically, and yet, what is the word? I want to put justice to your, oh, Jesus, you make me sick. Now get off my bench.
My bench?
Get out of my sight.
God damn you, that's enough. I've had enough of you. I will not get off this bench, and you can't have it, and that's that. Now, go away. Go away, I said. Get out of here. If you don't move on, then you're a bum. That's what you are if you don't move on. I'll get a policeman and make you go. I warn you, I'll call a policeman.
You're not going to find a policeman anywhere around here. They're all on the west side of the park chasing fairies down from trees and out of bushes. That's what they do. That's their function. So yeah, go ahead. Scream your head off. It won't do you any good.
Police!
Ah.
I warn you, I'm going to have you arrested. Police! I said police! I feel ridiculous.
Yeah, you look ridiculous. A grown man screaming for the police on this park bench with nobody harming him?
Oh, great God, I just came here to read, and now you want me to give up the bench? You're mad.
Look, Peter, as they say, I'm on your precious little bench, and you're never going to have it to yourself again.
Look, you get off of my bench, and I don't care if it makes any sense or not. I want this bench to myself, and I want you off it.
Oh, look who's mad.
Get out!
No.
Now!
Why do you want me off this bench, Peter? You've already told me that you have everything you could ever want. You've told me about your home and your family and your own little zoo. You have everything, and now you want this bench. Is this the one thing that man would fight for? Tell me, Peter, is this disgusting wooden bench, is this the one thing you would fight for? God, can you think of anything more absurd?
Absurd? Well, I'm not going to talk to you about honor or even try to explain it. Besides, it isn't a question of honor. But if it were, you wouldn't understand.
You don't even know what you're saying now, do you? This is probably the one time in your life you've had anything more trying to face than changing your cat's toilet box. God, stupid. Do you have any idea, even in the slightest, what other people need?
Oh, boy, listen to you. Well, you don't need this bench, that's for sure.
Yes, I do.
I've come here for years. I've had hours of great pleasure, great satisfaction right here. And that means a lot to a man. I'm a responsible person, and I'm a grown-up. And this is my bench, and you have no right to take it away from me.
So fight for it. Defend yourself. Defend your bench.
You push me to it. Get up and fight.
Like a man?
Yes, like a man, if you insist on mocking me further.
I will give you credit for one thing, Peter. You are a vegetable, and a slightly nearsighted one.
That's enough.
But you know, as they say on TV all the time, and I mean this, you have a certain dignity.
Stop!
Very well. We'll battle for the bench. But we're not exactly evenly matched.
You are mad. You're stark raving mad. You're going to kill me.
There it is, Peter. Pick up the knife. You'll have it, and we'll be more evenly matched.
No.
Now you pick up that knife and you fight with me. Fight for your manhood. Fight for the goddamn bench.
No, let go of the hell!
Fight with me, you miserable bastard. Fight for your manhood. Fight for the bench. You couldn't even give your wife a male child.
It's a matter of genetics, not manhood, you monster. I'll give you one last chance. Get out of here and leave me alone.
So be it.
God!
Oh, Peter.
Oh, my
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Peter. Oh, you've comforted me.
Oh, my God.
But you better run. Somebody might show up. You don't want to be here if somebody comes. You better go. Wait, Peter. I'll tell you one thing. You're not a vegetable. It's okay. You're an animal. You're an animal too. But you better go. Oh, Peter, right here. Get your butt next to me on your bench. My bench, rather. Okay, go, Peter.
Oh,
go.
my God.
Very good. I'll be all right, Peter. I'll be all right. After all, the cats will be setting the table. The parakeets will be making dinner.
Oh, my God!
Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you.
Boy.